they did was how they got it out of the tree. Instead of gashing the tree with an axe, they found out they could tap a tree. And this is what the early spiles look like. They only went into the tree that far. Today, the new spiles, they only go into the tree that far. That's the living layer of the tree. But every family would make these. You'd make a bunch of these and your buckets, and you'd bring your family kettle with you because we needed everybody. And we needed you too. You were a helper, okay? The families brought their people along. They tap the trees, they hang the buckets, and like there. So you can take a look in those later if you'd like to after we're done. Now, as we're collecting it, it's coming out of the tree at 98% water, 2% sap. So the biggest thing is, like they still do today, we've got to get rid of that water. So we're boiling it, and that's what they're doing. That's what the white smoke over there is doing. That's what our smoke in our middle kettle's doing. The first kettle was a warming kettle. They had to warm it up a little bit before they could cook it. We take about 24 hours to cook it. It's around the clock, like that. So families that were doing it, they take turns. People had to stay up, because when the sap runs, so do you. That's kind of the rule. When the season stays above 40 consistently, the tree's due for its leaves, and then the season is over, like that. What we do when it gets warmed up, we're going to that syrup that we make. When it gets down to 66% syrup and 34% water, it's now syrup, and we're going to enjoy it. We're going to dump it on the snow. You can go there are YouTube videos that show this, like that, them doing it in Vermont. Around here, watch the color of the snow, in case, like that. But we're going to put some of it aside because it does spoil in a couple of months in pioneer Hawaii living. We don't have refrigeration, but we're going to overcook it now on purpose. So that's what the third kettle does. And the third kettle, when we're overcooking it, it's going to look like this. And this is what this was looking like just before that. Okay, we're taking it to the hardball stage. Okay, candy makers know that term. The term came about when people would take some of that liquid and actually dump it into a jar from a drop and watching it hardball on the way through there. And some people still do this. They don't trust the thermometers as much, so they'll do it on there. We have a little more fun method too. When it's like this, we take one of these, a willow wand, rub it in there, and it makes a bubble. And yesterday, I was able to take a picture with my phone of the bubble. There's the bubble right there that she made. And that's another way of telling it that the sugar was ready. So when it was ready, it was time to dump it into the stirring log. And that's what she's working at now. And this is what it looks like when you dump it into the log. Okay, every family would bring one of these logs, and then the person working the log would start to manipulate it like she's doing. And the better you manipulate it and expose it to the air, it's crystallizing. How long did it take? Not long. 5-10 minutes today. It's working really good. Okay, and that's our sugar. It looked like this going in. Now, if you didn't do anything with it, it would turn into a giant candy sucker called a sugar daddy. And the only way to get it out of there is that you'd have to lick on it, and you'd have to lick on it, and you'd have to lick on it, and you'd have to lick on it. You're right, not good to do. So pioneers would make their share of sugar. 1 gallon of finished syrup would make 8 pounds of sugar. The family would probably, in a collection, would probably make almost 100 pounds for them for the season. They could can it, box it. Now it's a commodity from the farm. It's a way to bring income into the farm. Okay, we're going to share our sugar with you. Okay, if you'd like to taste it, you're going to hold out your hands, and we're going to put some in there. You can see the different colors here. We have a couple different places to do it. As soon as you get some, just back up. And if I run out in the bowl, I'm going to fill it up again. Now, when the Civil War was over, price of white sugar got so reasonable, people decided not to go out and do this as much, like that. And there were better cooking methods and canning methods. So now they could can syrup too.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
But you can do anything with this sugar you can do with white sugar. It's actually a healthier sugar for your body. If you didn't get any, come on up. Share it with you. If you didn't hear the whole story, I got the button on rewind right now.
What's the difference between this and what he has?
And that last batch was golden. If you look over there, just how the colors of it.
What?
This is maple sugar made from the syrup. It's overcooking the syrup.
I don't know. Not free stuff.
We've got a new batch on. It takes us about 30 minutes usually or so to run through a complete cycle.
Brooklyn, no more. Sorry. Yeah. You want that one on for the process?
If you'd like to come over and look in the bucket, it's really running well today. Put your finger under the bucket and taste it. The bucket's about, yeah, you go underneath or around the tree there.
That bucket
Just watch
there,
the ground because the ground likes
We
to
looked
trip
up there.
people.
Thank you. She's confused.
Take your clothes off.
Wait, we looked up there.